Oh, welcome back to Queen of Hearts podcast. It's your host with the most controversial podcast, Cavalli, aka Pisces with the Trip, aka Big Volley. And boy, do I got controversial fucking. I don't even want to say anything more. Wait, actually, I have to. Hold on, time out. Wait.
Hold on, Peasy. Let her talk, Peasy. Hold on, let her talk, Peasy.
Hold on, wait. Just give me a second. Wait, I have to say something because I can't get another page deleted. I'm tired of starting over. So by request, I deleted the picture with you and old boy because he DM'd me and told me to take it down. And I
Cause he was scared, man. I told you, man.
Look,
This nigga was scared.
Forward any more reports, but what I will say to whomever this character is, because I don't know him, the next time a situation like this occurs, because I don't know you, I did what my partner asked me to do because that's my motherfucking partner. Now, with that being said, the next time you nicer way to ask people to do something. I don't like anybody to tell me to do shit, so let me take it because but my fucking page deleted. So I would like to say on my own behalf, it was a little disrespectful, the approach, and I'm a businesswoman, but I'm also on some other shit at other times. Now we're doing business. If you're not the proper way to handle business, because you know who I am, you don't know, and you can be disrespectful. Even the person who asked me to do it was disrespecting you. And at this point, if he's disrespecting you and he's my partner,
and I wasn't even disrespecting him. I wasn't even disrespecting. I just wanted him. God, he keeps going back and forth on the internet with all this weird shit. You feel me?
If he took it as disrespect, we're gonna respect his feelings. I'm just saying on my behalf for my DMs. Next time, ask me to take it down. Don't tell me to do shit. I don't like that. I didn't do it because you told me to do it. I did it because I don't want to get my fucking page deleted. But please, once again, we're back.
That nigga, bro, a stalker, bro, finna stalk your whole. He finna stalk your whole shit, and then he gonna ask to speak his piece. Nigga, let you argue your side, nigga, because on Pimp and nigga how this shit went down, bro.
It's only right. I mean, if he's
you can Google the numbers. You can Google the numbers. This flow been out since before he popped off. He popped off because he was in the city where nobody was doing nothing. We been down here in LA. We been had this flow. Free my brother Tuski. Tuski was the first one. My partner Tuski. Tuski P2. Everybody near the city of LA know P2 started the flow. Who came after P2? Me. I'm not saying that they stole anything, but they see how they see things the way we see things, so they interpreted this.
I mean, we are influenced
for saying that oh no, y'all stole it from us. No, I'm not mad at that, because to your knowledge, you probably did. You probably wasn't listening to music. You did what I'm saying?
Look, you know, it's about the respect for me.
It's on Jesus Christ. It's about the respect. You got all your fans tagging me, mind you. Cavalli, I got 80% of my fans because he tagged me in everything. He stalked me when I didn't want nothing to do with this kid. He stalked me. He tagged me in everything he made. Him and his whole little crew, KT Foreign, they tagging me in their lives. So they fans is looking at it like, damn, he do sound like this nigga. But the difference is we can understand him. And then when you look at the timestamps was before these niggas start making music. So now the fans is understanding, bro, you stole from him. You get what I'm saying? So now they're having problems. I just wanted bro to, okay, yeah, the word foot. We use foot a lot. That's a contribution to the culture. We both part of the same culture. He halfway part of the culture, because you can't be up under two religions. You can't be Christian and Muslim at the same time. It don't work that way. That's impossible. Bro, Christian, he's a Christian and a Muslim. You dig what I'm saying? He's a Christian and a Muslim. He gonna eat it, block it, sell it, leave it alone, kiss it. He gonna do all kind of shit to it. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And that goes against our culture. You dig what I'm saying? This kid to speak his piece, but he can't speak his piece because he's so emotional. He would have got on here and got to cussing me out and calling me all kind of bitches and all kind of shit. You dig what I'm saying? He called me on his live. I get on his live. I get on his brother's live because his brother is another member of his group. You know what I mean? Who has the same flow pattern as us. And he says that like, man, shit, bro, we probably did get that from y'all, but we didn't get the word foots from y'all. He added his brother on live. His brother, the motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, that said, take me down, Cavalli, the bitch ass nigga, what the fuck is this nigga name again? Yabby. Yeah. The smoker named Yabby. You know, he get on this motherfucker and get the screaming, you bitch ass, you bitch ass, you bitch ass. Okay, cool. Mind you, it wasn't no smoke at first. We wasn't doing a war back and forth song, and then the nigga just goes to music, and he just makes diss songs, diss tracks, crashed out Bobby, crashed out the Pimp face, smoker the Pimp, shit like that. So then you make it a music war, and you tagging me in your shit, so your fans is going back and look at what I got going on, the originator of this shit that you copying. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm whooping your ass. And I wanted you to get up on here and speak your piece. But you are a coward, bro. Because first off, only cowards steal anyway.
That's a fact.
Only cowards swagger jacking and don't even give credit. Even the
There's
motherfuckers who want to be...
definitely no honor amongst thieves. That's fact.
There's no honor, bro. Even the rappers that wanted to be like Lil Wayne, when they made it or got any type of buzz, they gave credit to Lil Wayne. How the fuck you gonna steal a nigga flow and say he stole it from you? And the numbers on YouTube and all these other platforms said I was here first.
Well,
I was already getting paid for music before this nigga even start giving away music.
That's fact.
Yabby stole a whole step and gave it to his friends.
Come on, bro. You know what's crazy? I've had that happen to me a lot of times.
It happens a lot in the music industry.
Listen, we
from the same state.
Look, matter of fact,
get what I'm saying?
Hey, guess what,
what would be smarter is if we stamped it a Cali flow. If we stamped it a Cali flow, if he said, you know what, Pimp Face, y'all did have it first down there, but we doing it like this now too. We got this with it too. Okay, cool. Now it's a Cali. But you want to say that no, it's just y'all. And in all actuality, this shit belongs.
It's getting disrespectful. The younger generation, like they really don't feel like they gotta pay homage. Like when people look at me because I got a baby face, so people probably think I'm young. I am 33 years old. I've been around for a long time. This generation, they not built like us. They built from a whole different cloth, whole different.
No, this the NBA young boy generation.
I don't know what boy generation it is. I know I don't like
young boy generation. Yeah, this that stick, blah, blah. We gonna talk about that shit generation. This nigga that send me so many threats through the internet. If I get hit by a car, he going down. You stupid motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You dig what I'm saying? He want like. I don't want to. I wanted him to hear this because it's not fair to suck. You dig what I'm saying? But we tapped you on your shoulder and told you, Peasy, come over here. Same culture. We supposed to be part of the same culture. Any one of my kind that don't want to face me ain't part of my culture. I gather with my culture constantly. I'm in tune with my culture in every state, every corner of the culture. I am there, even in here. He is not fair in his. He's somewhere else. You dig what I'm saying? Which is why he didn't want to face me here. Because he is portraying to be what I really am. I got my fans off of doing what we rap about doing. That's how all my fans I know personally. Every 60, 80, 100,000 of them I met in real life once upon a time. Every last one of them. That's the difference between me and that nigga. Because our fans are the culture. My fans is the culture. His fans is the culture.
Look, it's not just him, and it's not just you. Now, when we did the last episode, I let you get off, but you just sparked me a little bit. I wasn't even gonna go here with this episode. I really was just gonna let you pop your shit, but since you popping your shit, because prior to the last episode, I've been talking about doing this episode called Dirty Hollywood, where I told a little bit of my story. So you gave me an exclusive, and now I would like to give you an exclusive, because the reasons why we relate is because we go through the same mirror-like fucking situations. So the last 2-3 days I've been celebrating getting off of probation. I got hit with a pandering case. There was no evidence, but I still had to take a plea deal because shit was just too crazy. But I really wasn't doing shit at that time. But I ended up there because of a dirty Hollywood nigga who wanted to steal my music and use it and go get millions of dollars and wipe me out instead of paying me. So trust me when I tell you, I understand, nigga. I had niggas try to throw 140 years at me so they could steal my fucking music. But I prevailed. I just got off of probation 2 days ago. I could not speak about
Get
it.
these hoes out of here. We on the
Look,
radio.
listen. I couldn't speak about it because I was on probation, and the stipulation of my probation was not to speak about it. So you're one of the first people to hear about this, because when you met me under 2-3 different names, and that's because I had to get
I
low.
met you through the culture.
Look, I had to get low and get the fuck from up under the fuck shit. So long story short, I've had niggas try to take my life and wipe me out so they can steal my style, my music, and not give me credit for it. It's too much bitch assness going on. And that's why independence is in the greatest state that it has ever been. So it's time to disassociate ourselves from these fuck niggas, period. I wouldn't give a fuck nigga another second of my energy because I got too much shit to do for me.
But see, me personally, I'm on a mission. I believe that some of these people don't want to be a part of. They don't want to be there forever, but they don't have a way out. Somebody
they playing
has
with
to.
it.
Somebody
Everybody's
has to
in
help us.
survival
Somebody
mode.
got to open the door for us. You can't just like Snoop Dogg open the door. Now, based off you being a Crip, you might get a record deal. Fucking the Bloods, based off being a Bloods, you might get a record deal. There's no way in hell that motherfuckers can go through this struggle and end up nowhere. Somebody has to do something for these people. Not saying that I'm a part of the life still or whatever the fuck is going on, but if my mother was a prostitute, may she rest in peace. My father was a pimp. He's in prison doing life. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm a product of that struggle. You get what I'm saying? So I don't feel like I feel like those are my people. Like how niggas grow up, they family was Crips, but they not Crips, but the Crips is they people. I grew up, these people are my people. They was my aunties, they was my godfathers and all this other shit. You dig what I'm saying? They was there at my graduations. So their struggles, I rap about it, I sing about it, I reenact it. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. You're an artist and you're sensitive about your shit, as you should be.
Right. And I plan on helping as many of those people get out of that life as I can. You dig what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
That's why I'm so for the culture, and that's why I know so many people in the culture.
We're against the blackballing. We're tired of the hater shit.
Right.
We're tired of the faking. We're tired of all of it. Real niggas stand the fuck up, and we got to do something because fake niggas is kind of getting ahead of us right now. And I don't want to listen. You say one of my favorite lines, and I believe you got it from the same book I got it from, but let me pimp or let me die. Let me be real or let me die. Because if I got to live with this fake ass shit, I don't want to do it.
This thing is tatted on my left leg. Let me do it or let me die. Because that is what our creator put on us.
Facts.
Everything was put on you from your creator. And now it is your job to make the best of it, to make it out of it, to make that a plus. If it's a negative, make it a...
Facts. Look. So welcome back to the Queen of Hearts podcast. It is your host with the most controversy, Cavalli, aka Big Valley, aka Pisces with the drip. This is the Dirty Hollywood episode that y'all been waiting for. My boy Pimp Face started it off. And I wasn't gonna do the episode, but I'm gonna do it tonight with my boy Pimp Face. Because we are tired of the stealing, we're all tired of the fakeness in the industry and the blackballing and everything, because people want to use your style and take credit for it. So I'm gonna start this episode by saying, some of you know, some of you may not know, but I started off as Baby T, aka Miss Rude, and we're gonna get into how I became Star. I became Star once I got angry after dealing, with my first piece of Dirty Hollywood. And for a long time, it took me a long time to figure out how it even happened. And then I realized it's connected to the same thing that's happening to me now, because I trusted the wrong person too many times. So I'm going to start this episode by saying, I've heard a lot of SOULJA Boy talk. I've heard him talk about Drake. I've heard him talk about how Drake stole his style, etc., etc. But I would like to say this is a Star Cavalli, formerly known as Baby T. I would like to say that SOULJA Boy, you may not remember, but I'm the first rapper that you stole from. I'm the rapper that made you rich. Hold on. You might have forgot. See, because it's funny, you think I don't remember, but I remember everything. Once upon a time, my name was Baby T. I was living in Miami, and I was passing out this CD called Who Is Baby T? And on the flip side, it said Who Is Miss Rude? And it had a song on it called Spit Your Game Freestyle over the infamous Biggie single. And I gave you that CD at the Ozone Awards in Miami when you was wearing the baggy white t-shirt and the pants and you were musty as hell. But shortly after that, I saw you blow up with this song. And it's the reason why you are who you are today. So I give you credit. You went and got that bag. But you went and got that bag after you stole from me. So you were not the first rapper to do anything, because you got to remember, I was the first rapper you stole from. So if anybody's the first rapper, I would say it's Star Cavalli, formerly known as Baby T. Hold on. I like receipts, so let's do this. This is the freestyle from the CD that I handed to you at the Ozone Awards when you was with A-Rap, right?
Little pigs, two little pigs playing with straws and sticks. I was that third little piggy that was moving bricks. And when the wolf huffed and puffed and blew their house down, they was stuck and wondering how it went down. I was chilling inside of my little brick house, moving tons of the blow in the drove by the pound. See, you trying to get some dig, I'm trying to make it rich. Oral sex in the block all day, trying to catch a lid. I got the work that'll make your block slower. My team bagging up more green than lawnmowers. I pull up in the red Jag, hop out looking hella bad. Cherry coated posters of babes with the red flag. You better bag or leave in the body bag with more holes in your face than a hockey mask.
Oh, hold on. I ain't even play the right part. But y'all needed to hear that too. Hold on, let me get to the part that he stole. Because I'm the first rapper that SOULJA Boy stole from. You gonna get exposed today, little partner. Oh, what was you calling Bow? Lil Pee Wee? You Lil Pee Wee today.
You better bring your best, you better bring your best. I'm a soul a little bad, so if I lose the bad, then you just might lose your breath. Keep hating on T, is it cause I is where you wanna be, and I figured out Mad cause my flow sweeter. In half for your favorite songs, I ghostwrite them.
So let me stop there. When I said half of your favorite songs, I ghostwrite them, that's because at the time, off of that same mixtape, I had been discovered by a very young producer at that time. He's now an adult producer, and he's also the producer that's behind SOULJA Boy currently. So I was asked to come and write on a few projects by Mr. MILO Stokes himself, which happens to be the son of Chris Stokes. MILO found me because he fell in love with a diss record that I made, and I had mentioned Mila J, which is Janae Aiko's sister. And it really wasn't disrespect. The song was really just me challenging females, and, you know, if I'm going to say I'm the best female rapper, I'm going to rap, and I'm going to showcase that. And I also diss Nicki Minaj as well, which is what got me blackballed and, you know, kicked out of Hollywood, basically. But to say the least, I was working with MILO, and I had already dropped this mixtape, and, yeah, hold on, wait, let me play it again so I can make sure y'all understand real quick.
And I figured out. Mad cause my flow sweeter. In half for your favorite songs, I ghostwrite them. Rest in peace to Biggie Smalls.
You heard me? And this was definitely before Superman. Definitely before Superman. Because I dropped this in Miami. And I passed it out at the Ozone Awards in Miami, where I met Mr. SOULJA, the alleged first rapper ever, for the first time ever. I gave him that CD. And, you know, MILO, the guy that you see in the background of most of his stuff, also had that CD. They definitely are connected to each other. And then all of a sudden, this musty little guy that I met at the Ozone Awards went viral off a song saying what?
Who is SOULJA Boy? And what in the heck is that dance?
SOULJA Boy?
You!
SOULJA Boy, I tell you. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the SOULJA Boy. You gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right.
So wait. You said you was the first to do what? Well, like I said, I'm the first rapper that SOULJA Boy stole from. And don't be mad at me. Please, don't get mad at me. Who you should be mad at is Mr. MILO. Because he set you up for failure when he made you think you could steal my shit. And y'all continue on, and it's funny because that new independent deal that you just got that MILO helped you with, that was off of my blood sacrifice, my G. So that ain't necessarily got nothing to do with you. But MILO, you know we got to talk about this because it's been going on for too long.
Keep hating on T, is it cause I is where you wanna be? And I figured out. Mad cause my flow sweeter.
I was the first rapper that SOULJA Boy stole from. And now we gonna get into what happened afterwards. So, after that song and, you know, multiple other songs, and after I had already written a bunch of music and I had been out in Los Angeles staying at Chris Stokes' house for about maybe a month or two. Well, actually, Monique's house, because they were still married, but Chris Stokes and his wife were kind of going through a separation. He was living in Orange County with Marcus Houston at the time. MILO had a family member that I was really cool with, and I won't speak her name. But she pulled me aside. And mind you, I had already been feeling some type of way because I had been out there for quite some time. I had wrote a lot of music, and I just wasn't seeing any revenue. And, you know, I was running out of money. I'm becoming a struggling artist, and everybody knows how dirty Hollywood is. You got to sleep on the floor at the producer's house. You get to ride in the producer's nice car. You get to live in the producer's fancy house, but you don't have any money for yourself. So I was getting a little irritated about that. And then a family member that was living in the house with us came to me and told me, well, first of all, Chris Stokes came to the house one day because he didn't live there, but he came to the house one day, and I was upstairs writing music with my partner. And, like, you know, when he came in the house, you know, it was just, like, a lot of commotion. Like, everybody was, like, running towards the kitchen. And they came and they told me, like, oh, you got to come downstairs. And I'm like, oh, you know, but I'm writing music. And they're like, yeah, but he's here. I don't want to say his name too many more times. Allegedly. We're just going to say everything is allegedly. I don't want to deal with any lawsuits or anything, but this is my story, and I feel like I have the right to tell it, and I will. So when he came in the house, it felt very cult-like, you know, like, you know, just, I don't like authority. It was just too authoritative for me that everybody had to come stand in a circle and praise this man when he walked in the house. I'm not a part of the religion, so I don't know nothing about that, but I don't, you know, I was there to write music. I wasn't there to praise anybody. I've never been starstruck. I'm just not that type. So, I came downstairs. I said hello. Went upstairs, started writing music again. And then we ended up going to a school recital for his little sister, Chrissy. I love her, by the way. That might sound hypocritical because I'm going to tell the truth about other things, but, you know, she's cool. But we went to see her sing. Marcus came. The other Chris was there as well. And, you know, basically there was a conversation at the school where, you know, basically they were trying to tell me and my partner, like, you know, we too street, you know, it was, you know, you could just tell they were uncomfortable being around an individual like myself and my partner who happened to be a little bit rougher than me. But I'm not going to get too much into that. But after we all went back to the house, I went upstairs. I continued to write music. The way me and MILO worked was I would come, live in his house or live in the studio every day, and I would drop references on his computer, never get paid, and then I hear a bunch of celebrities singing my shit. I'm just gonna tell the truth because I don't want to fuck around and play with it anymore. So I'm upstairs dropping references that I'm never gonna get paid for, and the cool family member comes and pulls me to the side and is like, yo, my family did some dirty shit today. I don't like it. They're being fake with you. They not being real with you. This man had a whole meeting talking about how he doesn't know if he wants you around because your sexuality makes him uncomfortable and he wouldn't want his kids to be influenced by my sexuality. Now, mind you, this is Mr. Stokes we're talking about. Shout out to Raz B, by the way. So anyways, shout out to Omarion, by the way. He's a real one. Love you, brother. No disrespect to whatsoever. No disrespect to Raz whatsoever. But you know, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard stories and whatnot. And I heard the same stories, but I looked past that. I was there to write music. I didn't care about anybody's personal business. But it really bothered me that my sexuality was a conversation, a family meeting at that, where everybody stood in this same authoritative circle where we are supposed to praise this guy, and I just don't believe that in that. I praise God. I don't praise humans. But yeah, there was a family meeting about how my sexuality made him uncomfortable, and he didn't even live in the house. But I can understand that, and I respect everybody's children, and I wasn't trying to do anything to influence anybody's kids or anything, but I don't really like hearing that from a person whose kids can Google their father's name and see the same type of sexuality, allegedly. Allegedly. So I just left. I went back to Miami, and I finished the other half of the mixtape, because the first half was Who Is Baby T, and the second half was no, actually, I'm lying. I'm sorry. That whole mixtape, they had it already. That's how I ended up in Hollywood, in LA, in Diamond Bar, at the house, because of that CD. And because when I threw the little jab at Mila J, MILO liked the song, and that's how we found each other. And they felt some type of way about him liking and listening to the song when they felt like I had dissed the family. And I dissed her, obviously, because I said her name, but it wasn't to be disrespectful. I was just challenging all females at the time, because I felt like I was the best female rapper, and I'm competitive. So no disrespect to Mila J, and shout out to Janae Aiko. It's all love. Shout out to Chrissy as well. I miss you, kid. But yeah, so that conversation really threw me off. It made me uncomfortable. So I ran back to Miami, and I got called for a show by my boy DJ Yoshi. It was the Boost Mobile at the Hot Import Nights, the car show. So he called me to perform there, and I accepted the show. And then I ended up going to Tampa with one of my white homeboys, because he lived in the trailer park and shit. We went to visit his parents before the show, and the day of the show came up, and I was kind of broke, I'm not gonna lie, because I had just finished being a struggling songwriter in LA, writing songs and dropping references and never getting paid. So I ain't have a lot of money on me, and my hair was hella wild. That's when my hair was super long, but it was super wild. So I'm asking bro, like, yo, I need a comb, a brush, I need some gel, some water, so I could get my Rico Suave on. And he like, yo, like, my parents live in a trailer park, like, we don't got none of that, and I don't have no money. You feel me? All I got is enough gas to get to my show. So we laughing, but it's not funny, because I'm like, yo, what am I going to do with my hair? It's a big show. It's in an auditorium, like, not auditorium, in the convention center. Like, it's Hot Import Nights. It's Boost Mobile. It's big. So he like, all I got is some clippers. And I'm like, he was like, I could give you a nice buzz cut. You got a nice shaped head. You could do it. And I'm like, yo, shit, I'll do it. I don't know what else I'm gonna do, because I don't got no money, and I don't want to go on stage looking crazy. So he's like, yo, I was just playing, but if you want me to do it, I'll do it. And I was like, yo, do it. It's just hair, it grows back. So he chops me. I go to this brush cut. Now, mind you, I was not a lesbian at the time. I had never had sex with a girl. Let's be clear on that. I was a basketball player who looked really gay. So I go do the show with this haircut, and I leave the show and I go back to Miami. And as soon as I got back to Miami, I got roped off by 12, and that is when I caught my first felony possession of marijuana charge. Now obviously I had shit in the car, but I don't really know how they were able to get to me as soon as I got to Miami, but I think I might have an idea now because I just went through a similar situation, which is how we got to this episode in the first place, Dirty Hollywood, because I fucked up and I did it again. I went and fucked with Milo again. I felt like he was an adult, and the discomfort that I felt from what his father had said, I never really told Milo why I left or why I was bothered. I just left, and we kept a good relationship from that point out. And then once he became an adult, he called me out for an opportunity. And as soon as I got to LA, I came out to LA. I was writing for about a month or two again. And then when I started asking about getting paid, it was a little bit of a discrepancy. I go to Miami. I got a booking for my client at the time / girlfriend. And I get begged to come back to Los Angeles. Now I'm gonna go forward, backward a little bit because I want y'all to really understand. But I go back to Miami, and he's calling me, yo, get back to LA. I go back to LA, and kind of ironic to the Miami situation, as soon as I get to LA, I get DM'd by what I think is a young lady who told me to pull up on her. I pulled up, I go to jail, and I just got off of probation a couple of days ago, so I wasn't able to speak on this. So if you want to say, well, why did you wait so long to say something? Because legally I could not. But today I can, because now that I'm free, I think I got the freedom of speech as well. But I'm going to go backwards a little bit because I want y'all to understand where my anger came from. You feel me? So after I cut my hair, I have a beautiful show. I go to Miami. I get arrested. I get out of jail. I get on my MySpace. And I had uploaded a picture of my haircut. Now, mind you, like I said, I had yet to have sex with a girl. Let's be clear. I get out of jail, I look on my MySpace, and I got comments out of the ass. You're a lesbian, how you gonna make it? How you gonna do this? How you gonna do that? How you gonna do this? Like, going bad on me. Oh, baby T, you're over, your career is done, you cut your hair, you're a lesbian, you're never gonna make it. Like, being gay was not acceptable at that time. I came in the game in 2004, so you can understand it wasn't acceptable at that time. So after, being ridiculed for my sexuality, and I didn't have a sexuality because I wasn't having sex, and then going to jail immediately after having a beautiful show with this beautiful haircut of mine, I became a little angry, and that's when Star, aka Fresh, was born. Because once I started feeling myself and I got out of jail, once I started getting dressed, my boy Angel, love you Angel, he was like, yo, you look like a star, bro. Like, every time you get dressed, you just look like a star. And I was like, yo, I like the way that sound. I think that's gonna be my name. And he was like, yeah, man, your name should be Star. And then he was like, yo, you just so fresh. And I was like, yo, my name gonna be Star, aka Fresh. So as I'm transitioning, I see this female artist by the name of Nicki Minaj come out. And she looks very similar to the way I looked before I cut my hair and became an abomination to the industry. And they were calling her the best female rapper, and I've already told y'all I have a competitive spirit. So once they said she was the best female rapper, I decided to make another record, which is the record that got me blackballed. And it went a little something like this. some of y'all may remember, I don't know if you saw the XXL article about it. I still got the emails and all the receipts. They took it down, and then she was put on the cover. So, you know, you kind of know how that goes. But, you know, a lot of times people will call and say, hey, take that down. I don't want that person talking about me. We kind of just went through that. We talked about that earlier. But, yeah, that's what happened. But the record went a little something like this. And I haven't played it because I didn't want to deal with those consequences again, but I feel like, you know what, it's time to tell the truth, and I don't really give a finna, because we talking dirty Hollywood, you dig me? Let's go.
Why, yes, squad up, I'm mad now. Ain't no subliminals. I'm just trying to say how we roll up. Nigga that was talking bows up, curling up behind them doors. Shut they mouth closed now. They see we stay being saying mouth closed now. You see them in the streets, ain't no subliminals. And I ain't with no hot shit. TV in the street, that's all I'm riding with right now. Only we can handle it for the hammer shit. I'm mad at this is not a game. Homie ain't Nicki say that she the best, you really roger that? We'll start say this bitch frontin', bring Roger back. Hand on the trigger while I let the beam Roger back. The face come out another episode with star attacks. Don't let the pretty girl shit fool ya. Got a couple goals and I roll over the room. Goes when it click tack, but it get back when the next shot is guaranteed to move ya. Young star, no never block off. Try pale, but the next shot's off. Let's get it in now, really like talk. Even damn as a bitch, I'll be a might off. Got a room for the block, on the way from the rocky. Know that it's never gonna stop. All the way down to the MIA, where my niggas don't play in the kind of your day. Come get me lyrically, Nicki, you are not fucking with me. You try me, I die you all. I promise I'll spend more than 50. I'm sorry, Diddy, had to do it for New Diddy. Want the bars without the witty. Got enough to run the city. Not a Benz or a Bentley, not even a $500,000. But Nicki's a bad girl, I think she bad enough to battle with me.
Yeah. So XXL posted that record, and it became a big fiasco until it was taken down. But long story short, that record got me in a lot of trouble. And yeah. So now, after that happened, and you know, opportunities just started getting snatched away from me left and right, I became angrier and angrier. And then I finally said, you know what, I don't really care about this music thing anymore. I took a break, and I ended up at King of Diamonds, which ended up being a dirty Hollywood situation as well. It's funny because it's all tied in just about. And so yeah, I went to King of Diamonds, and I, you know, I was in the streets doing my thing, and I was kicking it with Compton Menace, and we went to King of Diamonds, and that's when I bumped into KAYOZ. I'm pretty sure a lot of you wanted to know about that. All I will say about KAYOZ is that the 5 years that we spent together, I won't disrespect you, no matter what, because we shared something beautiful together, and you know, we built something amazing, and I wish her nothing but the best. But yeah, I ran into KAYOZ, which put me in connection with AKINYELE, and you know, we did Drink Champs and whatnot. We did V Live Miami. Shit got a little crazy, whole lot of rumors, whole lot of shit. I don't even want to get into that because a lot of people like to throw rocks and hide their hands, and I can't prove a lot of these things when it comes to that situation, but it was a lot of dirty Mac inside ball, sneaky shit going on with that. So I separated myself from that, and you know, the Jerry Springer episode had just came out. I was in Rihanna's video. I had put KAYOZ on Ballers with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. That was beautiful. We had Stripper Wars with Giancarlo, which I would also like to say P Valley looks a lot like Stripper Wars. But shout out to P Valley. It's a beautiful show. It's an amazing show. No disrespect. But yeah, we did Stripper Wars. So, you know, I'm taking off. And then I'm going through this dirty Hollywood situation with Ak and whatever, whatnot. So KAYOZ wants to take off. We take off. That's how I end up in Charlotte. When I'm in Charlotte, I get a phone call. No, I'm sorry. Me and KAYOZ went to LA, and when I went out there, I hit MILO to let him know I'm in LA, you know, because whenever I'm in LA, I hit him, we get in the studio, I leave references on his computer, I never get paid, and then I hear a bunch of people singing my shit. That's kind of just the story of how our relationship has gone thus far. So I get a call from MILO, and he's like, yo, I'm working on this project, but I don't really have the time. I don't really want to deal with it. You feel me? I don't really have the information or the expertise. So I would rather, you know, you run this project, and I'm going to give you executive producer credit. It's a guaranteed win for you. She's already famous. She has over 1 million followers. I'm talking about SKYLA NOVEA. SKYLA, I love you. I love you, SKYLA. That's my dog. I'm pretty sure y'all seen us in videos boxing together. Y'all seen us in Vegas, drunk as hell, acting a fool. Like, me and SKYLA had a good time. And I think the connection that me and her built alongside KAYOZ being as beautiful as she is, it kind of just brought envy amongst the friendship or whatever, you know, once everything got to going and we got there. But I went out to, I stayed in LA for about a month. I was staying at the condo with MILO and TRIPPIE Red and AYLEKS and Chris King and Legacy from the New Boys. We were all in a one-bedroom condo in North Hollywood, just like Tekashi said. I don't want to speak on that too much because I just don't want to speak on that. But so I stay and I'm writing, and my money's drying up again. Same exact way as it did 10 years prior, because I want y'all to understand that, well, let me get to the next part. So my money's drying up, and I'm like, yo, I need to go to, it's 3:33, by the way, Queen of Hearts podcast, 3:33 a.m., you dig? So I'm there. Me and SKYLA are in the studio. We working, but I'm not making any money. So I'm getting irritated, and it's 6 other celebrities in the house, and I'm trying to figure out why all of us celebrities are here and none of us have enough money to get our own shit. Yet the guy who doesn't write or sing anything, he has his own everything, and we're in here sleeping on the couch. So, you know, I think that's everybody's Hollywood story, but, you know, everybody wants to make the best of their opportunity. So, you know, you just don't complain, but it was just getting a little irritating. So I booked KAYOZ in Jamaica at Taboo. Shout out to Shamara and Corey. I love y'all. I think they got a location in Miami, by the way. No, I love them to death. Shout out to Drugs, too. That's my dog. So we go to Miami. She flies out to Jamaica. I stay in Miami. She comes back. That's when the Cat Stacks 24K the model shit happened at Love Gang Art Studio. I think that was one of me and Cat Stacks' most viral videos when I was telling her, this is my car, get your wig. I love you, Cat. We're mad funny. That's my dog. But, yeah, so I go to Charlotte from Miami to go kick it with my kid. And I get a call like, yo, I need you to get here. I need you to get here now. I need you to get back. You're going to stay with me half the time. You're going to stay with SKYLA half the time. We're going to make sure you're good. We're going to make sure you're straight. And I'm like, bro, give me a couple days so I can, you know, get my bag together, because I was just out there kind of broke. And I don't want to be the broke rapper amongst my celebrity friends. Like, let me get my bag together and I'll pop back out. Like, I don't mind doing music, but I can't do music for free for a long time. I got a baby to feed. I can't do that. So he's like, no, I got a major deal on the table. I already gave them the SKYLA record. Woo, woo, woo. So he even went to the extent of getting on the phone with my mom's and guaranteeing her that if she watches my child, that this deal is guaranteed, woo-wop. And I really ain't even want to do it because I had already been away from my daughter for about a month and a half, 2 months at that time. So he talks to my mom. She remembers B2K, Chris Stokes, all of that. So in her mind, it's a guaranteed win. In my mind, it's a guaranteed win. So I drive back to the West Coast. Again, do another cross country. I bring KAYOZ with me. I get to LA. Well, excuse me, when I got to Vegas, I spoke to SKYLA. I told her to send me the address because I was supposed to be staying with her, whatever. She sends me the address. I let her know I'm in Vegas. I'm on my way. I'll be there at this time. Woo-wop. So I get to SKYLA's house. SKYLA's not answering the phone. I call MILO. Now, mind you, let me back up a little bit because right before I left, MILO was rushing out of the house to go to Atlanta because TRIPPIE Red had caught a case where he pistol whipped some chick and she was like testifying against him and all kind of shit. I don't know, that case just disappeared mysteriously, and then I went to jail and Tekashi and everybody else. I don't know how that case just disappeared like that. TRIPPIE, I don't know, but anyways, yeah, because I remember CJ, the little, I don't know, they treat that boy so bad. I think that was his name, CJ, but they treat him so bad. They were so mean to that little guy, you know, but I believe he lives in Atlanta, but, you know, I don't know, bro, so I won't speak on him, but, yeah, MILO had that man fly out, and I believe we was at the Create Music Group office, had him fly out just so he could tell him the story, and I guess bro thought he was gonna be rolling with us, and MILO kind of just, you know, left him high and dry. Like, yeah, I wanted you to come talk to me. I didn't say you was gonna stay with me, but this man flew there because you told him to, and now he's out here stranded. Which is kind of ironic and similar to where I'm going with this. So, I'm calling. She's not answering. I call him, and I'm like, yo, SKYLA's not answering the phone. Oh, what the fuck? Let me call her. Woo-wop. Now, mind you, I haven't told nobody else that I'm coming to LA. Nobody knows I'm in LA except for these two people because I didn't post any pictures on the way or when I was in Vegas. So I call him, and I'm like, yo, she's not answering. So he called. He was like, yo, let me call her. I'm going to call you right back. She calls me and says, yo, MILO told me you were supposed to be staying with him. So I'm like, okay. So I call MILO. Why is she saying I'm supposed to be staying with you? You telling me I'm supposed to be staying with her. I thought we had this figured out. This is exactly what I didn't want to do. Oh, well, I'm not even at the house right now. I'm at the airport on the way to Atlanta. Now, mind you, I was just in Charlotte, and you begged me to come to Los Angeles, but you're about to fly into Atlanta, which is 3 hours away from Charlotte. We could have just met in Atlanta, wouldn't you think? A little weird, a little strange, you know, but hey. So, I don't want to mess up this opportunity for myself. Mind you, I had already wrote maybe 3-4 songs already. So long story short, upon looking at all the evidence and whatnot, the judge releases me on my own recognizance. Now, when I walked out of the Los Angeles court building downtown, as KAYOZ is walking me to my car, Mr. MILO Stokes is sitting in my driver's seat. But when he saw me come out, it looked as if he seen a ghost. And that made me wonder. It changed my energy a little bit. But I didn't say anything because I have my whole life hanging over my head at this moment. My head is messed up. I can't think straight. I've seen the news. I've seen what happens to people who catch cases like these. I've seen the amount of years, and I am traumatized right now. And he's in my driver's seat. Excuse me, sir, could you move to the back? I couldn't even understand it. I didn't understand it. Why he was driving my car to my court date with my partner, KAYOZ, in the car with him. I mean, at the time, she didn't have a license, but I couldn't understand why he was in my motherfucking car when he has his own car. And if you wanted to be a supportive friend, you could have just came in your motherfucking car, but you were in my driver's seat. I don't let people drive my car. I don't even let my women drive my car. So I felt some type of way about that. But now that I got this case over my head, I really need this bag. So I'm just going to shut up and not say anything. And the first thing we do is go to the studio. I write SKYLA more songs. Mind you, they didn't buy me out. I called, I begged these niggas to buy me out. And he told me that he couldn't do it, but he went and bought 2 pair of Yeezys the same day that he picked me up from the courthouse. That made me feel some type of way too. This might sound petty to y'all, but it mean a lot to me. Because had things not gone the way they went in that courtroom, I might have never saw the light of day again. And I'm only in LA because you begged me to come here. And now shit's looking real funny. But I don't say nothing because I'm focused on the bag. So he's booking more studio sessions. Me and SKYLA are in the studio. We're recording, but he's still not putting anything out. So now I got this case over my head, and I'm getting real frustrated because once again, I'm doing work, and I'm not getting paid, and I just went to jail. You begged me to come out here. Didn't really want to come out here, but I came out here because you asked me to. Because you have this big deal on the table, and the deal was completed. Shout out to Create Music Group. It looks really nice in there. The new remodeling and all of that. That new deal must be treating you guys nice. So, no disrespect to Create Music Group. I'm talking to MILO Stokes directly. But, in the process of us recording, I end up getting into it with Chris King. Because SKYLA was going to the Pornhub Awards and she was having a fellow porn star accompany her. And long story short, Chris King, Juan, TRIPPIE's security at the time, SKYLA and the other porn star, they're in a hotel room that was offered to TRIPPIE that TRIPPIE turned down, but Chris King and Juan pretended like TRIPPIE wanted it and used it for themselves to hang out with SKYLA and the other porn star. SKYLA and the other porn star get into a fight. Long story short, SKYLA called me telling me that the girl punched her in her face while she was sleeping and Chris told her to do it. She woke up, she breaks everything, including TRIPPIE's phone. So now we're getting calls from MILO saying TRIPPIE doesn't want you around, and I don't know how this is gonna work. TRIPPIE's my main artist at the time, but he was still fucking with Tekashi too. It's weird. But, so SKYLA's, she freaking out because she feel like her opportunity is about to be snatched away from her. And she didn't really, she might have been drunk and fighting, but if she went to sleep it off, and somebody punched her in her face when she sleep, she woke up and broke everything. I think she was well within her rights. So shout out to you, SKYLA. If throw everything but the kitchen sink was a person, it would be you, baby, and I am not mad at you for it. So anyways, so I tell Chris to holla at me. Chris King, that is. And, I'm like, yo, before I get a little angry, let me know what's going on with the situation. So he start popping it like he's some ism or something, which he's not. They grew up in private school. You were in a boy band with MILO called Too Much. You niggas was dancing, and your parents are rich, and cut it out. You became a gangster too late in life for me, Mr. Chris King. So anyways, I asked Chris what happened, and he tells me, yeah, Shorty was still talking shit while SKYLA was asleep. So I told her to hit her. And she hit her? Yeah. Okay, well, Chris King, I want to fade you now. Oh, I ain't finna fight you. Woo. So the other porn star left her car and her things at SKYLA crib. So she on the FaceTime with SKYLA, and SKYLA's popping it. SKYLA's going crazy for a second. And then all of a sudden, SKYLA gets scared. Oh my God, she has a gun. She has a gun. She has a gun. I guess she was waving a trippy red security guard's gun in the camera, making it seem like she was going to come with the gun to get her car. So now, y'all got to understand, this is where I lay my head at. This is where I stay at. And you about to send a bitch with a gun because she punched somebody in the face while she was asleep, and now Shorty spazzing on her? I'm not with that. That's some suck-ass shit. Y'all some suck-ass niggas. And y'all been suck-ass niggas. That's why I don't do nothing but business with y'all. No, that shit's weak. That shit's lame. So, me and him get into it. MILO start acting funny and weird. That's when they had the little fuck star party in the Marilyn Monroe suite at the hotel right there in Hollywood. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure a lot of people from Dirty Hollywood have been to that Marilyn Monroe suite. But yeah, they had like a fuck star party where they brought Marcus Paul, Mr. Miles, same guy that I ran out of the barbershop with a half a haircut. Yeah, so long story short, I tell Kay, yo, I'm going to Bompton. I'm I had a little shorty over there. Shout out to you, Bompton. You know what it is. I go kick it with my shorty in Bompton because I still got to go to court, whatever, whatnot. So I go to court. I take a plea deal. I take probation for 3 years, and now I'm not allowed to talk about none of this. That's why I never talked about it, but we going to talk about it today. You dig me? So me and MILO go into a text message war and whatnot because I'm like, yo, do you not see everything that I just went through because of you? And he just didn't want to take any accountability for the situation. But, I just wanted to enlighten the people and find out what y'all think about it because the shit's weird. It's all weird to me. And shout out to AYLEKS because you was mad pretty every time I saw you. And shout out to KAYOZ Ray too because I remember when you came to the studio the day after TRIPPIE and AYLEKS broke up because he was sad and heartbroken. But yeah, I remember when I first seen KAYOZ Ray coming to the studio, little booty do your thing, you dig? But yeah, Dirty Hollywood, it gets real, man. So I'm gonna let y'all come to your own conclusions. I'm not really even gonna go too much into that, but long story short, after that situation, me and Kay went our separate ways, and she kind of, it is what it is. I let her tell her own story. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think. I think it's time to stop with the bitch assness, you heard me? It really is. And if anybody has a problem with anything I said today, y'all already know my platform is open. You can check me directly. Welcome to the Queen of Hearts podcast. This is Dirty Hollywood, the episode. Make sure y'all check out queenofheartspodcast.com. That's queenuvheartspodcast.com. StarCavalli444.com. neomoneymedia.com. It's the Queen of Hearts podcast. It's the host with the most controversy, Star Cavalli, Big Volley, Pisces with the drip, aka I want my check, MILO.